While the rules are being read, anybody who wants to give public comment, you can go to the side and line up, and we'll get going as soon as we can. We'll get you too.
Thank you, Miss Rahman. I like that pink jacket yesterday. That was very nice on you. I mean, that's like... See, Miss Rahman can see me. Bob, can you see me? Can Bob see me? He can see me? Okay. You can see me, right? All right, awesome. Y'all see me? He can't see me. Sorry. Yeah. Sorry. Sorry. Oops.
You have 1 minute per item, up to 2 minutes.
Self-kicked out again.
1 minute for general public comments if you wish. For maximum speaking time, up to 3 minutes per person. Please speak to the agenda items before beginning general public comments. We will inform you when the time is up, and when speaking on the agenda items, you must be on topic. Our goal is to get through as many speakers as we can. If you are not speaking on topic or cannot tell whether you are on topic, you will get 1 brief warning from me or the committee chair. If you do not immediately get clearly on topic or if you stray off topic, you will forfeit the rest of your time.
No, Miss Rollins, she apologized. Bob still. No, the freaking city attorney.
All right, let's start with our first commenter. Go ahead, AuditLA.
All right, thank you. I'm glad y'all can see me. Sorry that the council president can't, but then again, maybe I should be flattered, huh? That I look so thin. But anyway, number 2, okay, this is Mr. Bob's thing. He's pretty funny sometimes. Like, sometimes he makes me laugh. So I might say yes, just because sometimes he makes me laugh. And, you know, we want our bills paid, so that's a good one. Number 3, and can you tell me when it's like public comment? Because I don't want to waste it on this stuff. Number 3 is, you know, okay, with the notice to comply, all right, I just wish, like seriously, like there's so many things like that have not been complied for months and months and months at Scientology. And that's, I had to bring it up because here you're forcing them to comply within 30 days, but with the planters and stuff, which they finally removed, but they haven't paid their debt, but they still are having other issues and they're not complying. But so I would love to know more about how they pick and choose these things, because those things are really important, and especially for the ADA community, it was very stressful not being able to go to the Scientology building when I wanted to. Number 4, increasing maximum loan amounts for housing. Okay, we have to be really careful with money, so I just want you guys to be extra diligent about money. And as far as a parcel of land, I hope, like, I get nervous when I see parcel of land, I think street vacations. So I need to remind you in advance, like, no street vacations under any circumstances, because if you do it for one, Scientology will say, well, do it for us for L. Ron Hubbard Way. And that would be a disaster since there's 3 hospitals and the metro right there. So I'm going to say no to all of that. And then I still get public comment time, right? Or is this my public comment time?
You have 1 minute for general public comment.
After this?
2 minutes and then 1 minute.
Okay.
I just said that.
No, it's okay, because I'm really kind of done with this. I'll just let the time. But thank you guys for seeing me, and thank you and Mr. Nazarian, thank you for the stuff you did in the neighborhood. He's doing good. Okay, public comment. I'm here because I don't like I saw a few things with how the unhoused were treated. And I know I'm here because I speak about the Scientology, because it's just, there's too much going on that I need to deal with it. And I've seen how they treat, I'm really upset. There was this man who is a veteran, and he came for help for and they have all these tents, like, oh, we're here to help with the fire and all this stuff. But here's somebody that came asking for help, and they turned him away. I've seen them chase the homeless away on bikes and almost like terrorizing them. I've seen people have come to me, that know me, and they have said to me, they've been treated very unkindly. And I just want to say, so if you, guys are believing that all this, they're volunteer ministries and they're doing all this great stuff, they're not. With all this stuff from the fire, they gave all that stuff out. They went knocking on doors of people that weren't even, had to be relocated, saying for fire assistance. So please, that's just a FYI. Thank you.
Thank you. Next speaker. And you can start the time. Go ahead.
Okay, thank you, Councilmember Spindler. Start with number 1. It's really great that Councilmember Spindler didn't ask my name. About the housing department report on the Metro ULA. I'm really glad to see all of our council members are speaking 1 minute public comment in the Board of Supervisors. That was so pathetic, but I like it so much. And I'm glad that Washington County decided to break up with you. Oh, that's so pathetic, but I love it. I'm glad that the County of Washington is no longer working with you in your homeless scam anymore. Just like my brother Jason Reedy said, you guys are a scam. You guys are scamming the tax dollars for your homeless scam because you take the billion dollars, you provide no scam services. Now let's move on to item number 4 is about the increasing the maximum loan amount. I am here to support this item because my brother Jason Reedy said that they need more higher loan amount because in the city of LA, when you want to rent an apartment, you cannot find anything for $1,000 a month. It's really difficult to find anything for like $2,000 a month. So that's the reason why Jason Reedy said we need to increase the loan amount to help all of our Skid Row residents or all of the people who are experiencing homelessness on the street, especially people who sleep, outside the city hall in the Skid Row area. We need to provide them money as much as possible. However, you continue to scam the money and then you never provide the money to the hands of the real homelessness, but your scam has to stop. Now for the general public comment, I will continue about the Board of Supervisors motion that I'm glad after Nika Rabbit, after 5 years of her homeless scam, finally Los Angeles County recognized the investigation and then finally are saying that, hey, we are no longer doing your scam anymore. We're going to do our own homeless. We're going to address the homeless our way, not your way. So I'm glad that our council member, Lunavico, can deny it and reject it. I'm happy to see our council member, Brandon, can deny it and reject it. And then hopefully in the future, you will continue to get denied, you will continue to get rejected. For the 2024 election, Nika Rabbit went only with 0.1% of vote in order to win her re-election. That means she is losing. Hopefully she will be gone in 2026. We can do that. Let's go.
Okay, you can start your time. This is your agenda item comment. Please talk about agenda items.
It's so probation. You can't fucking do it because the federal judge ordered you not to do it in 2013. It was appealed to the Ninth Circuit and settled by Carol Sobel. So, get your shit ready. We'll see you in court,
Next speaker.
So they can't do that? I didn't know that. Okay, was it,
You can start their
what's
time.
that? Watch your ears.
The speakers say, prior to my restraint, because you don't want me to say this, fuck the city for rental assistance and fuck payment processing. It's all a hoax. Oh, look at number 3. They don't want me with the black hair and that gray street. We got an order to comply as your staffer speaks into your ear, order to continue to operate a 30-day piece of shit notice. Look at number 4 now, mommy, with the dark hair and the gray street. Yes. It's talking about housing department reports.
Yes. Where's the fucking money? Where? That's what the public wants to know. We want receipts. We want data. Where is the goddamn money? For the maximum loans amount, for the one item.
I don't know. It's gonna unfold that. Lee and Robin with the black hair and the gray streak. Identifying the gray streak of a black parcel within the land of the council assisting requirements requiring fucking house.
So now that we heard in 2013, Wayne Spiller will take over the first district and get fat hamburger out because we have an order by a judge, 2 judges, matter of fact, one in the case of Dean Ferguson, and then we got that of Judge, Prosecutor of LA, Miss Sorrell, and they said to the city, you cannot restrain people's First Amendment by prior impermissible restraint, jackass. So when you hold us accountable for little words like the N or the C, I only use KKK Komorowski because the goddamn Jews are food, just like the rest of you assholes. Thank you.
Yes. So let's see here. We want to have a
But
good
we need to-
buyback. What do you want to have a good buyback, Bryce? You and Herb Wesson seized all my guns illegally, and I never got a gift card. All of a sudden, a fucking gift card. Oh, Jesus Christ, now, Pete. It is on topic. What happens if people have to surrender their guns? Can they get a gift card now if we prove who did give the city the guns? And by the way, everybody, ladies and gentlemen, wait, it's Tracy Clark! Hey! So you see, there's a lot of us now for being that got fake TROs issued against us by your corrupt city attorney who had to turn the guns for 5 business
And now for my general comment. Look at this fucking panel, Stalin, is this what you signed up for? The guy next to you facing 10 felony charges and ethics violations. This jackass facing ethics violations. And what fucking better committee to put these two on than the Public Safety Committee? How can they serve on a goddamn Public Safety Committee dealing with goddamn Joint Task Force with the goddamn FBI and the goddamn District Attorney with the goddamn current price is facing 10 goddamn felony charges against the same fucking District Attorney? How can he serve on this panel? He can't. It's impossible. It can't be done. Right? So remember, everybody, when you sit in those chairs after I tell you this and you do it, you are willingly committing an accomplice to overt acts of the federal law.
Next speaker, Fabian Shaw. Move next speaker.
3 minutes.
Jason Reedy.
Oh,
So you get-
oh.
You get two and then one?
2 minutes for the item.
Okay,
1 for
maybe.
general comment. Time is now.
What items are you going to speak to?
All items, all fucking 16 items, and non general public comment, Stafford B. You know, Stafford B, when I did not have any guns, your fucking stupid TRO, bitch, asshole fucking judges are paid off to commit crimes like slap, strategic lawsuits, public participation.
That's a good one. sir.
Really
That's a
thought
good
it
one.
was fucking nuts until I ran into current price and that fucking nut this morning that tried to run me over in the intersection, Mr. Hugo Mossiter, in his car when he was making a left turn. But let's go into item number 2, because I heard and I read and I saw on television this fucking sergeant from LAPD was patting his wallet of overtime. Nothing new. Right? Nothing new. Even Stafford B knows about
What
it.
item are you speaking to?
Fucking 2. Open your eyes and read. 2. Like 1, 2, or like triad 2.
Give it to the item.
Yeah, that's fine. But it's very simple. Fucking Board of Police Commissioners, the fucking report for the fucking crime statistics on fucking county metropolitan transportation authority smell. How many fucking stabbings are we gonna get, John Lee? Where's the protection on the train, the plane, the boats, Uber, Lyft, whoever fucking Wembley right we get in? I feel unsafe. When the 28 Olympics coming, I feel fucked. I believe I'm gonna get fucked. Lee, now you got your eyes open, now you can see what number 2. But fuck items 1 through the rest of this fucking book, 16 items, now into my general public comment. Yeah, this city is all, I'm talking about the criminals in LAPD.
A dirty
the
boy.
Criminals in LA City Council, and I'll give you a name, Mr. Lee. Your former boss, Jose Luis Weezer, up there in Lone Palm, getting a wet willy up his brown eye. For all I know, and dropping the soap, fucking wetback. He stole from us. He stole from my community in Boyle Heights. What?
What?
I am trying to, you keep fucking interrupting. Are you a judge? Are you Dean Ferguson?
Is he
Are you
retarded?
Carol Sobel? The state of Florida is
he
my
retarded?
business.
Is he
They're
retarded?
protecting my First Amendment right as a queer, as you heard, a queer, to protect me from goddamn civil right constitutional beliefs, according to a Senate committee decree. Fuck you!
Alright, next speaker, last name puppet.
Yeah, do you want?
Mr. Reed.
Mr. Reed?
Mr. Reedy.
2 minutes for the items, 1 for general comment.
Monsieur Reedy.
Okay, thank you, Councilmember. Start with number 1. Sergeant Duarte provided me with a lot of education about this, so I'm here to support this item because one of the concerns that Sergeant Duarte told me that if there are so many illegal guns on the street. And we need to find a way to take them back, take them off the street. And then right now, I'm seeing that this item number 1, that at least this committee, and then at least our Sergeant Duarte are starting recognizing this issue that we have so many illegal firearms on the street in the hands of the gangsters, in the hands of the cartel, in the hands of whatever criminals right there. And then Sergeant Duarte has been making an effort to take those illegal guns away from them. That's a good one. I support that. Let's move on to item number 2. Again, Sergeant Duarte constantly giving me education on the metro area. So Sergeant Duarte told me that metro transportation is not a bathroom. Metro bus, metro train is not a toilet. So you cannot just sleep on the train, sleep on the bus for several hours, several days, or maybe you just go there, pee and poo anytime you want, and then when you call LAPD, giving them 20 minutes, 30 minutes for ride. That's not acceptable. And then I am here to support Sergeant Duarte's effort because we need to make sure to address the homeless issues, and then because we cannot address the crime issue on Metro without addressing the homeless issues on Metro. And then I believe Sergeant Duarte is 100% correct on that. Now, let's move on to item number 8. Item number 8 is about the reward offer about the hit and run. Again, I have several numerous discussions with our community officer, Sergeant Duarte. Sergeant Duarte said he has been a police officer for 30 years, but he really wished he wants to be a police officer for 1 day. Why? Because he does not have enough tool to catch those hit and run cases. Most of the city, most of the intersections are not equipped with camera system. That's why Sergeant Duarte, every time Sergeant Duarte sees a hit and run, Sergeant Duarte cannot do anything. Because the city does not have a comprehensive surveillance video system. That's why Sergeant Duarte solves the criminal, but Sergeant Duarte cannot catch the criminal. So I agree with the Sergeant Duarte that we need to improve the technology, we need to improve the video camera system in the city, so next time we see a hit and run, we catch the plate number, we catch the driver's number, we catch the description of the driver, and then we can identify them and we can catch them. So I want to give a shout out to our Sergeant Duarte. I wish Sergeant Duarte could treat me equally, same way, AuditLA. Thank you, Sergeant Duarte.
Thank you. Next speaker, AuditLA. Signed up for general comments. You'll have 1 minute.
No, I didn't. I signed up for everything.
Signed up for everything.
Your computer must be wrong. Thank you. Not do everything. Hold on, I need a second to adjust, please. Reasonable accommodation. Okay, let's start with the gun buyback. Quick question. If getting those guns off the street drops crime, do we have to give LAPD their big budget increase? Not that I don't want, Sergeant Duarte and everyone else to have what they need on the job, but it's just asking. We could give it to the fire department, maybe. The next one is about the children. No more kids in Scientology, and children cannot consent. There's victims of crime, internet crime, all kinds of crime that have come forward at the police commission meeting begging for help for how they were treated as children and their horrible victimization, sexual assaults, all kinds of victimizations, and they are the reason why I protest Scientology, and yet to no avail. So I hope that this task force will include them. Even though they're no longer children, they will be happy to tell you what goes on. As far as the cameras, okay, I would like to know who is donating it. That's one thing, you guys never say who is donating it. Yes, it's coming from the foundation, but who's giving it to the foundation? See, like, I'm gonna, could it be Scientology? Could it be some other group that, who we may not want donating to our police because it buys favor. I don't care what they say. But, they have a lot of cameras around their own things. Like, you guys actually, the LAPD uses their cameras, so you really don't need more of these license plate cameras because they have so many around. Look at any of their compounds, any of their buildings. Why does a church need license plate readers? Okay, that sounds a little crazy to me, but whatever. So please start asking for, who is giving all these things. Everything with the fire commissioners, yeah, I'm gonna give props to the fire department. They need help, they need buildings, they need everything. Like, the police get everything. And no offense to LAPD, but you guys are just neglecting the fire department. And like, I call them the always heroes, you know what I mean? They're always willing to run into a burning building. All right, okay. I'm here. This is really for Mr. Hugo, since I know he won't look at me. It's okay, Mr. Hugo. But something going on in your area, which I want to bring to your attention. Thank you, by the way, for whatever part you played in removing the planters and all that stuff. But they are now taking down their smokestack, and they're not closing. Now, that sidewalk they're not closing. They want to close the one on L. Ron Hubbard Way. But on Catalina, I actually witnessed on video a woman with a baby walking down an open sidewalk as cranes and construction crews are chopping down cement smokestacks. I thought this was a horror movie. No, it was somebody filming outside of Big Blue. So I am putting that to your attention, sir. If you can please, look into it and continue. We don't care what they do if it's legal, but we want them to make sure that they are abiding by the law like they want us to do, right? We all want that. And yeah, so I'll let that go. Thank you.
Thank you, Speaker. Mr. Chair,
Comments,